Stress. This hormone may be destroying your hair roots. Today, we will talk about how stress hormones cause hair loss. When hair loss starts, we are ready to go to any extent to regrow our hair. We search for every kind of information, read every article, and try every remedy. But there is one very underrated cause of hair loss that most people completely ignore: elevated stress hormones. The stress hormone is called cortisol. When you are under stress, two small glands located above your kidneys, called the adrenal glands, release cortisol. When cortisol levels increase in the body, this hormone starts breaking down proteins. And as you may know, hair, nails, and skin are all made of protein. When protein breakdown begins, hair health suffers. Not only high cortisol, but low cortisol levels can also cause hair loss, although the pattern is different. In this case, circular bald patches appear on the scalp. This pattern is seen in about 50 to 80% of men, and 25 to 40% of women. When stress shocks the adrenal glands and cortisol rises above normal levels, it disturbs the immune system. The body enters a shock state and an autoimmune response is triggered. As a result, antibodies are produced that begin attacking the body's own tissues, especially the hair roots. These antibodies weaken and hollow out the hair follicles. A serious autophagy process begins, all driven by hormonal imbalance. You don't notice this at first, but eventually it leads to visible hair loss. Now let's talk about hair loss medications. Most hair loss medicines work by increasing the supply of oxygen and nitric oxide to the scalp, improving blood circulation so hair fall slows down. Some of these medicines target an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase by reducing its production. Normally, this enzyme converts testosterone into DHT, dihydrotestosterone. DHT is the hormone that hardens the dermis layer of the scalp skin. This causes hair follicles to suffocate, blocking nutrients from reaching them. Over time, this leads to fibrosis and calcification, meaning calcium starts depositing around the hair roots, stopping hair growth. DHT is a very powerful form of testosterone. That's why hair loss medications try to block this process. In almost all hair loss cases, DHT and 5-alpha reductase levels are elevated. People who naturally have lower levels of this enzyme are often protected from hair loss. So we can say that 5-alpha reductase plays a deciding role in whether you experience hair loss or not. Now comes the role of insulin and blood sugar. High insulin levels increase the production of 5-alpha reductase in both men and women. In women especially, conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and low progesterone levels further increase this enzyme. This is particularly common during menopause, when progesterone levels drop. As a result, hair becomes thinner and weaker, especially in alopecia. So how can you control insulin? To naturally suppress this enzyme, the first step is a low-carbohydrate diet. Remove refined grains, white flour, processed wheat, pizza, naan, and breakfast cereals from your diet. Along with this, start intermittent fasting. If your hair loss is still in the early stages, and you haven't started medications yet, focus on your zinc intake. Include foods like beef, mutton, eggs, fish, yogurt, and pumpkin seeds in your diet. Next comes DHA, an omega-3 fatty acid, and GLA, an omega-6 fatty acid. You don't need them in large amounts, but they are essential fatty acids. Deficiency of these can also cause hair loss. They act as natural inhibitors of 5-alpha reductase and fall under dietary supplements. Another effective supplement is saw palmetto, which has shown strong benefits for hair loss. You can also do a simple at-home test to check early signs of hair loss. Gently pull about 60 to 70 hairs, using a light grip. If 5 to 6 hairs come out, that's normal. But if a lot more hair falls out, it's a clear indicator that your cortisol levels are high and your body lacks essential nutrients. And you need to take action before it's too late. Similarly, if the hair at the back or middle of your scalp is thicker, while the front hairline is thinning, this is another warning sign that you may experience hair loss in the future. I hope this information proves helpful for you. We'll meet again in the next video.